Crickets.
Now that everybody's thinking about karate, we can laugh. All right, my name's Nam. I'm going to do some comedy tonight. Is everyone doing? Woo! Yeah, awesome. You know, since I started doing comedy, I tell my friends, hey, I'm doing comedy. There's two different reactions to that. Some people are just like, oh, you're doing comedy? That's great. I'm your friend or family member, and I support you in that wholeheartedly. Other people are just like, you're doing comedy now? You never say anything funny. Do something funny. Tell me a joke. Do some fucking comedy. Come on, man. Do something funny. Say something funny. I want to hear a joke. I'm like, all right, Dad. I'll tell you a joke. Just let me, freak me out. Let me think about it just a little bit. And my dad, and if I don't say something funny, he's not going to love me, so I got to think about it for a second. I'm just like, all right, something for my dad. Something that's so funny his balls will explode. And, he'll be laughing so hard. They pop. He's got to go to the store, buy a new pair of balls. They blow up again because it's so funny, and now he's got to go wait for his next paycheck to buy another pair of balls. So I'm like, you know what, Dad? I'm going to think of something. I'm going to look deep in my heart, use all the power of my intellect. Because it's going to be sophisticated, too. I'm like, Dad, you want to hear a joke? Here it comes. Hey, Dad, look at my wiener. Woo! Look at my wiener, Dad. People are going home today. It was a good comedy show until this guy came out and started shooting us with his penis. I was at the bank today, and there's this lady wearing a bulletproof vest. And I was like, that's awesome. I was like, you're wearing a bulletproof vest? And she's like, pardon me? I'm like, you're wearing a bulletproof vest? That is so gangster. You're so rough. Do you know 50 Cent? And she's like, I don't know. You're wearing a bulletproof vest to the bank. That is, are you going to rob it? And she's like, this is a baby carrier, and this is my baby. And that made me think of something my dad told me once. He's like, when are you going to have kids? I want some grandkids. And I'm like, Dad, you had kids and your life sucks. Why would I have kids? And he told me, and it completely changed my mind when he told me. He goes, Nam, nothing stops a bullet like a baby. And I knew right then that I wanted to have a large family because I'm trying to build a suit of armor and I just want to be impervious to bullets. I mean, who's going to shoot you if you got a baby shield, I mean, if there's somebody who's going to shoot through a baby to get you, you're already dead. Unless you got like a baby bomb, That'd be cool. I don't like Renee Zellweger. I'm going to say it right now. It's like, here's my perfect idea for a Renee Zellweger movie. There's two guys, right, and they're both in love with Renee Zellweger, just like every other Renee Zellweger movie. And they're just like, hey, we're fighting over Renee Zellweger, and, I'm pantsing you in public, and, whatever, we're doing funny stuff to each other, right? And then I come out, because it's a perfect movie, I'm in it. And they're just like, hey, Nan, we're fighting over Renee Zellweger, you gotta help us out. We're fighting over Renee Zellweger. And I'm just like, why? She sucks. And then we go and watch Transformers for the rest of the movie is just half of Transformers. And then I'm thinking of an action movie where Renee Zellweger too. Like terrorists come to, Hollywood and they kidnap Renee Zellweger and they're like, hey, we're gonna kill Renee Zellweger. And I walk out and they're like, Nam, help us go save Renee Zellweger. And I'm like, why? And then we go watch 300 for the rest of the movie. I was at my friend's house, and I was going to the bathroom, number 2, and it sucked so bad because it was a really small toilet. And it was so small that it's not because I'm majorly well endowed or anything, but the tip of my penis kept touching the inside of the bowl. And I'm just imagining the years of poop and pee and vomits that are just plastered on the inside of this thing, And I know my friend never cleans his toilet. He's a dude. He's just above it, And I'm just imagining all the diseases that my penis is gonna get. The doctor's just gonna ask me so how exactly did you get your friend's feces in your penis? You're not gonna believe me no matter what I say, man. I'm not, we had sex, we had butt sex, Might as well just make up some, let the doctor have a good story, And it's a year or two down the road, my penis is just gonna be rife with lesions and cancerous bumps and stuff, and women are gonna call it the elephant man's penis whenever they see it. I'm just oh man. every time I want to go out, I'm gonna have to like get a potato peeler and like whittle it down so it looks normal. No, that's a little too much off that side. Yeah, no, that's normal. Oh man. So I was pissed though. I want a big toilet, you know, because I got big boobs and I don't like touching too much stuff. And you know, I want a toilet where I like need like a step stool to get onto, you know, or like a team of Sherpas to help me climb it. And at the top I plant like a big flag with a number 2 on it. I'm just like, yeah, that's my toilet. I was thinking it'd be really funny if I had like a neurological disorder. Maybe not funny, but fun. Fun for me. You know, nothing like I'm, you know, I don't know, really disabled. Just like a fun disability. Like what if everywhere I went, you know, whenever I wasn't talking or using my mouth, I was just like, I'm just like always like that. Whenever I'm not using my mouth, it's like, they're like, hey, yeah, wait till my friend Nammy's coming to your daughter's birthday party. It's gonna be cool, man. Me when you tell it funny, I'm just like, hey, where's that little girl at? Happy birthday! That's a bunch of jokes. The end. Thanks tonight for night.